everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Ash Kosh Bosh, and today we are getting into Sayna. What up though, everybody? It's your girl Ash Cash Bash, aka the Ashley Icon, and welcome back to my channel, girl, my show. I'll be your host for today. And I'm super excited for the topic that we're talking about today. As you can see by the title, it is about the dance industry. 3 things that you should know before entering the dance industry, and also 3 frequently asked questions that I get from dancers, aspiring dancers, aspiring dancers and current dancers in the industry. And yeah, so let's get into it, girl. You've come to the right channel today. If you have not already, go ahead and head over to my Instagram and follow me. It is at the Ashley Icon, just like my YouTube channel, or my TikTok at the Ashley Icon. But without further ado, baby, you can like and subscribe here because I'm back making videos. Oh, what's up, the icons? Yeah, all right, here we go. I'm gonna get straight into it.
It's for somebody special. Yeah, can't wait it out tonight. Baby, you special.
Okay, first thing is 3 things you should know about the dance industry before getting into it. The first thing you should know about the dance industry before you get into it is the artist is not your friend. And these are for the dancers who would like to, work with artists, work with, your R&B, your punk, your rock, all the genres, artists of the world. If you would like to be a background dancer, a music video dancer, you want to realize that the artist is not your friend. At the end of the day, at the end and at the beginning of the day, you are there to do a job. This is a job. You are a brand, you are a business, and you are working a job. You are literally collaborating with an artist, with another business who is hiring you to complete a task, a job. The artist is not your friend, and your biggest goal of the job should not be to make the artist your friend. You absolutely want to do a good job on your job, as you should on any job, but you don't want to be there so pressed to make the artist love you. You want to be a good client and a good job, and you want to do a good job, and you want to be a great artist yourself. But working so hard to make the artist love you, it will leave you feeling empty, because the artist will be looking at you on an equal playing field with the rest of your colleagues, and you'll be looking to receive a promotion. That's the nicest way I can say it, girl. Because so many times these people begin in this industry thinking that the artist gonna be their friend, and they're not. And that should not be a goal of yours. You shouldn't look at anyone as your friend, really. Honestly, you should look at this as your colleagues. I mean, getting in the industry, I thought, because I make genuine connections with people and I am very friendly, that my colleagues are my friends. But you do make genuine connections with people, but you shouldn't look at them as your friends initially starting up. Yes, if you do a tour for 2 years like I did, of course you're gonna come out of it with probably a friendship. If not, or friendship, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. If not, then you're just not that type of person, and that's okay. But initially heading onto a job, you should not be looking for a friend. You should not be looking for one to look out for you. You should be making sure you're always on your P's and Q's. That includes showing up on time where you're supposed to be, being where you're supposed to be, knowing where you're supposed to be. Okay, that also includes when you're going out on tour, baby, please do not get too lit. Please do not get too turned up and think that nobody's watching you, because the tour manager, to the lighting guy, to the sound person, to the musicians, everyone is watching you. I'm sorry to tell you, but word gets around fast, and you never know what gets back to the artist. So even when I go out on tour and we're across the country, I'm not even finna get too lit. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go out and maybe have a drink and have a good time, but I'm not finna get too turned up. And that's just honestly speaking. And now, even though the people who I've been touring with, I've been touring for a long time, and I trust them, but still, to an extent, yeah, I do most of them, almost all, but You know, you could just never be too sure, honestly, and that's no shade. I'm not even trying to be shady. I'm just saying you just can't be too sure. You cannot be too trusting. You need to make sure that you're on your P's and Q's and you don't get too lit out here in these streets and you don't get too lax. And it's hard because it's like a 24/7 job, especially being on a tour. In a music video scene, when y'all just going out to celebrate the evening, you know, I would still make sure that I'm representing myself as a brand and a business, but I still know how to have a good time. There's a line, you know, and there should be a separation because it's always a job. I think that everyone is looking at you at all times and you should treat it as such. So don't be out here trying to make friends, baby. This is a job. This is a job. You're getting paid. You're playing with people's money and ultimately your money, because once your name is out there, it's out there. What you gonna do? It's either out there good, out there bad, but it's out there. Okay, messing up your own money. Number 2, your agent works for you. These are things that you should know about the dance industry before you get into them. Your agent, if you have an agent, if you get an agent, your agent works for you. So don't be out here timid, like, oh, I don't know, should I say this to my agent? Oh, can I call them? No, make your agent your friend. Make your agent, actually don't even make them your friend. Make them your employee because they ultimately work for you. They get paid if you get paid. They are your employee. Do not be shy or scared or timid to call them up and say, hey, how's it going with auditions? Have you looked into this? Hey, I seen an audition for this. Can you submit me? And don't depend on them to do all your work. If we depend on us as artists, our agents to get us the jobs, we'll be broke. Because a lot of things we just bring to our agents. A lot of things we're out here submitting ourselves or putting ourselves out there on Instagram, networking ourselves. You are your best advocate for yourself, and your agent just works for you. Do not be timid. Do not be scared. Do not be shy. Please get into your agent's behind. Respectfully. But you work for me. Okay. And number 3, I would say the third thing that you should know before getting into the dance industry is that you need to be comfortable with yourself. You don't have to be completely comfortable with yourself, you know, in the beginning. And will we ever be comfortable with ourselves as women or men? You know, I hope that you do reach that place, or at least a healthy space for it. But you do need to begin to get comfortable with yourself. And it should be a working progress, because you're gonna have to get comfortable with yourself, and not only yourself, but rejection. Rejection is a huge thing in the dance industry, and sometimes you just never even know why you don't get picked. Honestly, it could be down to, I wanted a taller girl, I wanted a smaller girl, I wanted a more brown skinned girl, I wanted a cockier guy, a stockier guy, I wanted a guy who matched the booking that I already have. That's my cousin, and I'm the artist, and my cousin's about to be here, and I want somebody who matches them. You know, I want this specific dance style. You never know why you get rejected, and honestly, it just wasn't for you. The job just wasn't for you, and you just have to get comfortable with that. Be comfortable with knowing that if you show up and you do your best, that is enough. Because who you need to ultimately impress and ultimately make proud is yourself. Okay? And I would say God, because I'm a Christian, but it's yourself. You need to make sure that you are okay with you. As long as you can walk away from an audition and say, I gave my all, I did my best, and that is what it is. They either gonna like it or they're not. Just like an interview for any job, they're either gonna take it or they're not. They're either gonna love you or they aren't, and that's okay, because there's billions of jobs in the dance world. I mean, it's a small community, but tons of jobs. Okay, so don't be out here, you know, defeated. Don't be out here in your head. Walk in the room like, I'm here to please me, and I hope with me and pleasing me and impressing myself, it impresses you. Because ultimately, I'm going to be me at the end of the day. Okay, so that's 3 things you should know before getting into the dance industry. If you have any more things that you would like to know, please DM me on my Instagram, and I will definitely add them to another video. Here is the second part of this video. These are 3 frequently asked questions that I get from dancers that are in the industry, and also aspiring dancers who want to be in the industry or even want to dance. Number 1, how do I stand out in auditions? And also, being young in a room full of dancers who already know themselves, who are already into themselves, are already grown and have a sense of their bodies. How do I stand out? How do I compete? And I would say to you, young dancer or even dancer who are just wondering how to stand out, you have to be, and I know it sounds so cliche, but you just genuinely have to be yourself. Yourself literally makes you stand out. Literally, in the definition, you are one of one. There is no one in this world like you. As long as you're showing up as yourself completely and not trying to be like someone else, not feeling like you have to compete with someone else, you are going to stand out because you are you. That is what makes you stand out, literally. And I know that, don't think that if you're young and you're going in these rooms that everyone just has it all figured out and everyone is just so, you know, knowing of who they are and the type of dancer they are and what makes them special. Because honestly, even the most fierest, most popular dancers that you would never think have insecurities. We all show up in these rooms like a little bit second guessing ourselves and second guessing our ability, nervous, wanting to please the auditioner, wanting to, you know, do the best that we can. And honestly, you just have to be yourself, literally. You just have to put your personality on. You have to train. You have to be certain within yourself. You have to have confidence. You have to constantly have those conversations with yourself, even in the moment of an audition or in the moment of a class. Like, I'm enough. I'm enough. The fact that I showed up, the fact that I'm giving my all, I'm enough. I'm enough as I am. You're take it or leave it. That's all people are going to do anyway. Regardless if you come to this acceptance or not, people are just going to take you or leave you anyway. So why not just be okay with it? Like, if you can't beat them, join them. Literally, be okay with the fact that people are either gonna like you or they're not. And it's nothing you can do. You could be the sweetest person in the world, the kindest, the most fierce dancer ever. People are either gonna like you or they aren't. I know it's hard to accept. But it's true. And you know, once you start to tap into that, I believe that your own personality and what makes you different will start to stand out to you, and it already had, but will begin to start to stand out to others as well. So just be confident within yourself, child, and you got it. Okay? Or begin to grow confidence within yourself, because it's easier said than done, baby. How important is your Instagram and dance reels? I would say Instagram is very important. It is like a digital resume nowadays, and I don't care what anyone says, artists look at your Instagram. People look at your Instagram. Humans look at your Instagram. Everyone, even if they don't post on their own Instagram, has an Instagram to look at other people's, and people are looking at your Instagram. So make sure that you keep you a nice headshot pinned at the top of your Instagram. I don't have that right now, and I'm about to do it today. But keep you a nice headshot pinned at the top of your Instagram. Keep you a few videos that, you know, make you stand out, that are amplifying, or what's the word I'm looking for, focusing on your abilities and your specialties. Make sure you keep you a few little videos pinned at the top that are glorifying you. That's not the word I'm looking for, but you get what I'm saying. Like, that are displaying your talents and your gifts solely, that are specific to you and what you do. Don't have like so many videos that are just like you with a group of people. Make sure it's just you by yourself, solo. You know, have you a few videos that is just you, that's not all zoomed in, that's just you. You can go outside, make your own. You can even cut some clips together like a dance reel. Dance reels, I would say, if you have a pretty up-to-date Instagram, if you have like your dancing on your Instagram already, like, and you constantly doing it, I would say dance reels is not the end all be all. Dance reel is just a highlight of all the things that you've done. Dance reels are really nice to submit for artists and jobs. Dance reels are perfect, amazing. I wouldn't say it's the end all be all, because you do have that Instagram and you do have submissions videos that you will submit, or an in-person audition that you will attend. But a dance reel can definitely help you get into a door very quickly, especially if you're submitting on your own, or your agent just needs something to submit to an artist before they see you. A dance reel is definitely important. So I would say get you a dance reel, but if you do not have one, make sure that Instagram is popping, baby. And I mean popping as far as like, you don't have to be the most outstanding, out cold dancer, but I'm saying make sure that you are shining on your Instagram, that you look like the main character, that you look like you're ready to be booked working, and even if you don't have the most amazing ability in the world, that you look like the star. And it's your page. You control what you look like on it. So it should be easy. And then finally, number 3, how do I get an agent? People ask this all the time. How do I get an agent? Okay, I would say the main way to get an agent is referrals. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I was referred to my agent. I currently have an agency with Block LA, and referrals, they just are important. If you can get referred by a choreographer, amazing. If you can get referred by another dancer, amazing. I would say a referral is one of the best ways to get your foot in the door. If not, I would say just submit to the agency. Get your headshot together, get your resume together. It does not have to be the most extensive or perfect resume, just something to show that you are working, or that you've taken class, or that you're training, something. And get you a few dance videos or even a dance reel and submit. Just go ahead and submit it, okay? Just send it off to the agency and see what happens. But most of the time they don't really look at those. I'm just keep it a buck. So the best way to get you an agent is to get in these rooms with these classes, network, keep your Instagram up to date, submit yourself, but also get you a referral, get you a friend, somebody. If you know an agency you want to be in, make some connections and don't be fake. Make some real connections. Be genuine. Don't just be out here talking to people with, you know, hunger in your heart to get what you want, because it shows, and it will be talked about in the dance industry. The dance industry is very messy. These girls messy, okay? I be minding my business, but they messy. I ain't gonna hold you. So make sure you're out here intentionally making good connections with the intent to just be a good person. Yes, you want to network. Yes, you want to get your foot in the door, but don't be so hungry or thirsty to do so. It shows. But yes, I will wrap this video up, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay, I'll be making sure my timer's still on. I'm gonna wrap this video up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is what I feel about the dance industry, and this is just 3 questions. I could have more, but 3 questions from either side, what you should know before entering, and frequently questions I get. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to know more, if you have any more questions, if you have any topics you would like me to cover, and if you enjoyed this video, I want you to go ahead and thumbs it up. Leave a comment down below. Tell me about your experience in the dance industry, or what you want to do. If you want to be a dancer, if this video helped you at all, even on your regular job. And go ahead and follow me on my Instagram at the Ashley Icon. DM me, girl. Become a part of our community and our friends and our besties. I love you, and I hope you have a good day. But I'll see you next time watching. Hey, see you next time in my video. Love you guys. Welcome to my show.